Well, howdy there, nerds. I hope you're doing well. So, a lot of you have been asking me to talk about the whole 9 days thing that's been going on. So, in case you didn't know, yeah, we're going to be talking about story, and I will say that so far, a lot of the story has been actually quite well, good enough for me, at least, for Book 3. I do find it hilarious, though, that at the start of this chapter, we had literally Gustav telling us, hey, Alphonse, you probably shouldn't fight Hel. You know, if she shows up, maybe you should run away. And what does he do? Well, he does exactly what he does really well in listening with his father, and instead decides, hey, you know what, I'm going to dive into this battle anyways. So we're going to go through this battle real quick while we're here, and I'm just going to say, I hope you guys are ready to wait a while. As much as, as there is the whole 9 days thing, the event schedule seems to have a lot of special summoning banners, which means that we will probably not be getting any story for a little while. So, also, big props to at least Hel having her own theme when she goes into fight. Really, really quite nice. But anyways, Hel dies, and then Tivern, come on down. Just get eaten by Fjorm, and we'll go into the next bit of the story. But I'm guessing you guys probably already know where this is going. Outside of bad parenting, I guess, or maybe not really listening to your parents. That's one of the things that we can really say. But I'm sure you already know. Guys, Alphonse is doomed. According to Hel, I'm not really sure why, but, she decides to put a curse on Alphonse, which I'm just gonna say real quick, really, a curse? You're the goddess of death. Can't you just, bring it all to an end? In the name of Hel, ruler of the dead, in 9 days, your life will end. Which, admittedly, a little bit of a bummer, maybe for Alphonse. Just a little tiny bit of a bummer, but I will say that this will lead to a lot of, hopefully, good things, both gameplay-wise and maybe storyline-wise. I don't think any of these characters are going to die, any of the trio, but I do think it is worth at least putting them through some hardships, do something a lot more like a Fire Emblem game in this regard, where they're going to have to overcome a lot of this. And I'm hoping that with this change in the story, we're going to be seeing Alphonse getting battered. Sharina may, in fact, die for a little bit of time, but this does at least push something that I'm hoping we'll see a little bit more of. Because the trio right now, as they are going to be falling behind a lot more, especially with the next update in February, where, unfortunately, they are not going to be able to merge. And that's a bit of a problem, because that erases a lot of things, a lot of problems. It also gives extra stats, and more so now, as the merges are coming, you're going to realize that these characters are going to be falling a little bit more by the wayside, as almost every other character can actually take advantage of the new merges, the new IV system that's coming. My hope is that with the storyline, we're going to see a bit more hardened, fighting from these characters, and maybe they will evolve. That is my hope. Not only in storyline, but also in gameplay, because, the Asker trio, they did get weapon refines, but it may not be a bad idea to maybe, hopefully, give them something a little bit more with merges. Maybe, merge them up as you go through the storyline, or something like that, because, well, it would just be kind of something nice. We need to see more focus on the Asker trio as it is, and, this storyline just feels like it's built into that. Even Air, who's kind of there, seems to just be running her purpose, she already told us directly what Hel's plans were anyways, but, well, count your days, mortal, and quake in terror. I find it funny that she's in a chair during this whole session. In fact, I guess that's how she gets around. She just floats around, but we already knew what was going to happen. Alphonse is marked for death. Sharina most likely going to die, or at least die, temporarily. And Anna's just kind of dead too, well, IS in general, from what I can tell. But we have 9 days, which technically is more like a month, because, of course, we do have that whole event schedule. But so far, the storyline, with a lot of what's happening, I'm invested. I'm hoping that we'll see more. It's just a shame that we have to wait so long. Do you think Alphonse is gonna die, guys? I really highly doubt it, but I would really love to see them evolve. That's just my whole thing here. Now, if you don't mind, guys, I need to get going. My neighbor's kind of just gotten back, so I'm gonna blend into the shadows and disappear. Although I will, try my hand at maybe... Oh, right, there is a new banner. Holy crap, I forgot about that. Sword Valor, right? Ah, geez, that... You know what, we'll do this, we'll see what happens. Oh good, 1 red. But all in all, I feel the story is getting a lot better. They've done a lot better, at least giving us some tension. Although I I see that they are still replicating the process of which they had earlier, which was, hey, look, we'll do a chapter and then, you know, a character will show up. In this case, it was, of course, the Lagoos. But either way, I still had a lot of fun with this one. You know what? Let's just try whatever color we can. Ooh, colorless. Leanne would be awesome, but either way, there's a lot to really take in with this, and I got a 3-star. But, well, hopefully you guys had more luck on those banners than I did, and as always, do tell me what you think about the story. And 9 days, guys. More like 39 days. Still, that's just how it's gonna be. I'll see you guys soon. Sorry for the ramble. Thanks for watching. Bye.